And I came into this room. I said, "Where can I get water?" And they said, "You can get water from this fountain." And three security guards came up and walked me out. And I said, "Am I not allowed water?" Anyway, that happened. Then I used because I have my ankles fractured, so I used the disabled bathroom downstairs. 3 times when I'm actually sat on the toilet with no clothes, the door opened. And I thought, okay, if it happens once, maybe there's a malfunction with the door. This went on over a period of 2 weeks. Anyway, I spoke to someone. I told someone, I said, look, I don't feel like I'm being treated very well. If that was the other way around and that was a woman on the toilet, I don't think it would go down very well, right? Like, I don't have my clothes. The point is that I'm coming to you is about a week and a half ago, I came through the door. There was no one there. I went upstairs in the elevator, and one of your students was screaming and just started like immediately punching me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 I don't know you. And then was swearing at me in German. I was like, stop. So I said, stop, stop. He wouldn't stop. I then, so you're on the top floor. I waved down to the information at the bottom. I'm like, help. I need help here.
Building number 4 or?
The library building, yeah.
Library building.
Right. I think it's number 4?
That's in building 1.
With the bibliothèque.
Yes.
Okay, right. And like this guy is like spitting, punching. I've never met this guy in my life. He must have been about like 22. All kinds of names, and I'm like, so I know not to engage with this guy, right? I didn't come here to fight somebody. The elevator door literally opened, and how it happened was he wouldn't move out the way. And I said, how am I supposed to get out of the elevator? So this went on for about 45 seconds. While the door is opening and closing, I'm like, okay, I have to walk past. As soon as I did that, that's it, punching. I'm waving down to the reception downstairs. They don't do nothing. This guy is still doing this. I'm waving down to the people to the point one of the bosses, I don't know, she's got like a nose ring in her nose, came out and said, you're causing trouble again, because I'd explained to her about what happened in the toilet. I explained to her what happened in the water. And she said, it's like 4 or 5 times now. And I said, what do you mean 4 or 5 times? I said, all I did was explain to you the water. You can see he's attacking me. Oh, but I didn't see anything. And I'm like, but I'm asking for your help. So she said, yeah, it's your word. So this other gentleman who's been punching me stood there laughing. And then the security guard comes up, and I'm like, okay, why are you not talking to him? I'm the one who got attacked. And then she turned around and said 4 or 5 times. I said, well, that's just not true. You're not welcome and you're banned. I'm like, I'm banned from what? You're banned from using the library. And I was just like, all I did was come in the building, go up in an elevator. I got attacked. I'm asking for your help and I'm banned? And the thing is, it's really useful for me right now because I have a big legal case. So it's useful for me to be quiet in the using one of the rooms. I didn't do or say anything to anyone. And I got and then I got banned. And the problem is the security guards, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to put your hands on me, are pushing and shoving me out the building from behind. And I'm just like, can you stop? Please. And then so they followed me all the way to the road. And then they're all laughing and giggling and finding it hilarious. And I was just like, at what point did I do anything to deserve that? I've tried to follow procedure. Okay, I'm not a student here, but I met someone on the, last thing I'll say, I met someone on the,
Okay,
go ahead.
We try to help, but what should we do? That's your story?
No, that's not my story. That's what happened.
Yes, but Have you any problems today?
No, I didn't actually come back because I was worried I was going to get attacked again. I wasn't even going to come back. The thing was, I walked past and I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if they can deal with it. The issue came from that girl in the second floor with the nose ring was making out that I caused trouble 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, I've never done anything ever. The only time I came to you was about the water, the 3 security pushing me down the stairs from the water, and people coming in the bathroom. So I haven't done anything. I get physically attacked, and she said, it's your word. So I've done nothing apart from try to follow what I would imagine would be a university procedure, and I got banned. And I'm just like, well, it's very useful for me.
Yes, we are an open building.
No, this is what I mean, because the last thing I'll say, I couldn't believe, I was so stressed. I mean, I was like this. I went to the Derendorf Deutschbahn, and I started speaking to a random German person, and he said, I know one of the people that work in there. That's outrageous. And to be honest, I said, do you have the email for the guy that you know in there? And he's like, he was from Solingen. And this lecturer is from Solingen as well. He said, write down everything you told me. And so I lost a piece of paper. It was a scrap piece of paper, but I explained everything to him, and he's like, no, this is a free building, and what you're explaining is horrific. So what the security guards actually said to me was, even if you try and go to the dean's office, we're going to beat you. So that's why I never came back. And that's totally wrong. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You could see I'm not an aggressive guy. I really desperately need to use that bibliothèque because it gives me peace, it gives me quiet. I've tried to work in hotels, it's not easy. But to go through all of that, and then the security putting their hands on me, when they did it the first time with the water, I went to the security. I said, you're not allowed to do that. No, they weren't our security, yada, yada. They did it again. After I got attacked. And I'm just like, all I want to do is be left alone. Let me do my work. And I don't have to talk to anyone. But this is not okay.
Aber wir können nichts tun an der Stelle.
Ich hätte also zur AGG Beschwerdestelle gehen.
Aber sensible oder?
Nee, das ist
Mitgehörter, aber wer ist denn da?
entweder als Antidiskriminierung oder Jennifer Kramer, beauftragte AGG Beschwerdestelle. Gebäude 2, Etage 3. Und auch eine Meldungsrichtung. Das ist mal aufgeschrieben. Mir fällt auch nur sie ein oder ja, halt Antidiskriminierung.
Haben Sie das noch auf Englisch hinterlegt irgendwie auf der Seite?
Nee, das ist Deutsch.
Ja, kann man.
Und dann
Könnte man es vielleicht ausdrucken einfach und irgendwie.
weil es geht ja wieder auf die allgemeinhäusche Seite, wenn wir das switchen. So, die Antidiskriminierungsseite, die kann man auf Englisch ausdrucken. Soll ich die hier hinschicken oder ist das?
Wenn du gerade hast, du kannst auch ausdrucken dann eventuell.
Ich kann ja nicht schauen.
Achso, dann. AGB oder noch AGB?
Ja, die haben keine englische Seite, nur die Antidiskriminierungsstelle in Englisch. Ich habe es jetzt irgendwas geschickt von der Stufe oder so.
Complaints ist das, ne?
Würde man dann sagen, oder? Also ich bin jetzt unter Support und Advice. Und dann sagt Beschwerden.
You want me to write a complaint?
We have a complaints office in building 2.
Okay.
Oops. Achso.
My issue is if I literally with the security, it was that bad. I'm kind of nervous to walk around this campus. I don't want a problem from them. Would it be possible to call them and say I'm coming because I don't want a problem with security. I don't.
I think when you write them an email.
I have to write them an email.
I think so. And then send them to me.
There's no way to talk to someone about this?
An appointment, and when you go there, you can talk to them.
Say again, sorry?
So you can make an appointment.
So I have to send an email and make an appointment?
Yes. Most of the time, and then you can say that you have problems with the security.
No, but it's not security. All that
I know what you mean.
That's disgusting what I got
With
subjected
other
to.
visitors, yes, of course.
Sorry?
You're a visitor, so you need to make an appointment.
Right.
We.
Can you give me the name of who I have to address it to?
Yes, of course.
The one last thing I would say. May I say one more thing?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone is about on that campus. I think it was like an old holding building for where the Jews got sent to Auschwitz. So it's all about respect and no racism, right? When you're in one of the rooms, it's about this size. I had Muslim people banging on the door next to me, shouting in English, racial things that I will not repeat to you. So everything that should not happen, I've been subjected to.
Mm-hmm.
I just ignored it and put my headphones in, but you can't be doing that.
I know what you mean.
And I couldn't go to security because I'm like, well, I can't even talk to you.
Yes. I never heard of it from our security. But
No,
I don't
but that's the whole point.
Mm.
When it happened with the water, one of the old guys, he banned me. So I've been banned twice. And I went to security and they're like, he's not allowed to do that. So there's all kinds of things going on here. And he didn't record that he banned me. He never reported the incident.
Do you have the date on the happened?
I honestly have it because it got so horrific. Well, it got so horrific and so bad. The two security actually said, if you ever come back to this campus, we'll beat you. So I was like, well, I'm never going to come back.
It's a small. Sorry.
This is the anti-discrimination counselor.
Okay, but I need a name.
That's her name.
Okay.
Can you read it? They're small.
Oh, it's really small.
Should I write it down?
It's probably best. Yeah, I can't read that. But the point is as well, is like if I'm in a toilet and it's an electronic lock, someone was opening the door from the outside. Okay, that's kind of disgusting.
Yes.
Right. 3 times. If it happens
and
one.
There's another address. That's the email address.
Who's this?
Her name. I don't know her name. I only know her name.
The problem is
if you type that in Google, you'll find it.
Can you please do it because
what can I do?
Just the name for this.
Name.
I mean, the attack from that guy in that library was that bad. My computer broke. I just don't understand how this can take place in a place of education. Yep.
So this is the other one,
Okay.
and that's the one. So they're two different. That
Are they
is
both
for
here? Are they on vacation or?
discrimination. You specialize on this topic, and this is for all other problems.
Okay.
I don't know which one is the right for your
Are they
situation.
are they both here?
Today I don't think so, because of the holiday in a few days, and we don't have
What holiday in a few days?
Easter holidays, upcoming weekend, and we don't have schooling at the time. So yeah.
Okay,
the
so
holidays
that
from
leaves
the-
me with a problem because I mean, if they're gonna leave me alone and not bother me, I would like to use the bibliothèque. But if you're saying that's gonna take like a week, 2 weeks.
But have you spoken to one of the people who worked in the bibliothèque? At
Yes.
the desk in front?
So I'll be honest with you. When it first started happening, there's 2 old security guys there.
Yeah.
I tried to speak to them, and all they said was, "It's not my problem. It's not my problem."
Mm-hmm.
One of the older guys, I complained about the toilet, and he said, "No, you're banned." And I'm like, "What are you banning me for? This is making no sense." Never gave a reason. Never said nothing, and I'm like, okay. So I went to security and explained what happened. He said he's not allowed to do that. I walked back. So okay, I can't talk to him. There's another lady on the second floor who sits in the sorry.
In the bibliothèque?
Yeah.
Okay.
She has a nose ring, and I explained to her what happened with the things, the toilet, the water. I mean, I got pushed down a set of stairs for getting some water. When this gentleman, who couldn't have been any older than what, 22, 21, 22, was doing what he's doing. Now, if that was in my own country, I would defend myself. Okay? Because if you're punching me, I have to defend myself. But after everything that had gone on, I'm just taking punches. And I'm also asking for help. She walked out of her door, which seemed to be with like an agenda, wouldn't let me talk, and was just making things up. Like, "Oh, you've caused trouble 3-4 times." I said, "No, I've come to you for help." "No, 3-4 times." And then within about 20 seconds, I'm surrounded by security, and I'm like, why am I being surrounded by it? And the guy who was punching me is stood about 10 meters away laughing. Right? And I'm like, then I got marched out. Then they're pushing me out. So I felt like, well, where do I go? I didn't know where I could go.
I understand you, but it is a good idea when you go to the service point and
The service point. You want me to go back in the bibliothèque?
ja, was du jetzt rausgefunden hast jetzt in Building 2, what my assistants have given you.
Okay, and what's the service point? Is that security?
No.
No.
No, security is in the other building. This building 2, it's between this building and the bibliothèque.
Okay.
And then when you go there, you go upstairs.
Yeah.
And then there's also a big desk. And that's the info point for the whole.
And what can they do?
And there is also the room for the anti-discrimination.
Okay.
Person. There's a center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We are only for this faculty, and then in the next building it's for everyone. So you can go in there and ask.
Okay, so the actual dean of the university, because that guy that I met from Solingen on that, I said I should speak to the dean. Is the dean or the vice dean in the college or university?
Mm-hmm.
They're not here.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you contact them?
No, the way is this service point and then and president, not dean.
Okay, what's the difference between the president and the dean?
The dean, the president is the head of all.
Okay, how would I be able to talk to that person?
This way.
Okay.
You need to first go to the service station.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are specialized.
So
when something like this happens, discrimination.
To forward the process internally.
Okay, and one last question. Which building is the president in?
The same.
Number 2?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll go and ask because my only concern with that is because of Easter. If this takes 2-3 weeks, then it's a waste of time for me. But all I could think about was, I don't know if this is a college or university or
University.
it's a university.
Small university.
Okay, I understand. But if that happened anywhere, it's really bad. For that, I'm just thinking, if that happened in my university when I went to university, like this can't happen.
Yes, I guess. So that's why it's important to go with this person because
Mhm.
then she documents
On the
it.
first floor.
Yes. Document the situation. Yes.
Yes, on the first floor.
Document
Okay,
the
actually-
situation and describe the situation.
Just so there's no issue, because they were basically saying it was my word against theirs. Is it possible that you can write your names down so I say I've spoken to you and I told you?
Yes.
Is it just, I don't want a problem. Okay, all right,
Yes,
thank you
it's
very
okay.
much.
All very good for you.
Say again? Well, I'm kind of speechless at what happened. I mean, what else can I do? Okay, thanks. It's all a bag of lies. It's the most violent, evil country in the world. All Germany has done is try and kill me from the first moment I got here. In every university, every college, every school. Pure evil. Not to mention all the perverts that they send. That building I got attacked is where they gassed the Jews. So no matter where I've gone, perverts, pedophiles, rapists, murderers, killers, even in libraries, even in state libraries. Every single library in Germany that I've gone to, I've been attacked by perverts, pedophiles, rapists, murderers. The security then attack you because it's the most censored country in the world. They are rebuilding their entire country from killing people, and there's nothing you can do or say about it. Nothing. I've been in this building before. Yeah? With the anti-discrimination people fucking attacked me. Do you understand that I've got... Service point. I've been to this anti-discrimination before. They tried to fucking kill me. It's everywhere.
Dritte Etage.
This This is exactly where I was tortured before. This is exactly where I was tortured before. And the whole point is, I've got the whole of Germany trying to censor all the evidence. All the police stole all my evidence. Every university has stole all my evidence, tried to attack me. I've got every ambulance trying to fucking kill me. I've got every police officer trying to kill me. I've got every university trying to kill me. My UK and Canadian governments are colluding this. I'm doing anything I can to get Trump. They steal all the evidence, they block all the internet, and they attack you with pedophiles on every single street. Perverts, pedophiles, rapists, murderers. I need help now. Student Sports Center. Hello, anyone English? Anyone can speak English? You can speak English?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I've just spoken to Christina Brody, and, well, you can see... So I explained what happened, and they've told me to come to speak to you. So do I need to tell you everything that happened again? Or they basically said I need to talk to the president, but I have to do it through you.
Oh, so you talked to Miss Herta about your
There's
complaint.
two of them in the room. There should be two names on there. It was horrific.
Do you know if she's in her office today? Like, did
I've
she
just
say
spoke to her
anything?
2 minutes ago.
In person.
Yeah, I went
okay,
I
okay,
went
in
and
person.
knocked on the door.
Okay,
Because I thought she was the actual dean, and it was a dean of some. So I went in and I told her everything. I'm happy to tell you, but she said, in order for me, she said, this is so bad, I really need to talk to the president, but it has to go for you.
For us.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
So unless you want to call her and clarify, but that I've just come from her office, and she told me to come here, which is I'm following her direction.
Do you wanna? Do you maybe want to tell us what happened, like in a nutshell?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it as quickly as I can because it was a lot.
Okay.
I'm not a student here, but I have a big legal case, and using the library was very useful for me because you have a locked door. I can get my legal case done. I asked someone where there was water. I was told there was water in this building. Immediately, as soon as I used the water tap, I was surrounded by 3 security who were extremely aggressive and said, I'm not allowed to use the water fountain because I'm not a student here, and pushed me down the stairs. I was just like, okay, can you stop? And then they said, yeah, don't come back. You're not allowed water. I'm like, it's just water. I went back into the bibliothèque. Now, because of my legal case, my ankle had fractured.
Okay. Wow.
So, not because of the push down the stairs,
Uh-huh.
but my whole legal is bad.
Okay.
So I had to use the disabled bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go in there, you have to press the lock. It's an electronic lock, right? Right. So someone from the outside of the door opened the door whilst I had no clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a woman with a baby on the front. And I said, "Do you mind? Can you close the door?" That happened like 3-4 times over the space of 3 weeks. And I said, "Wait a second. This is an electronic door. If that was the other way around, and I'm a man walking into a woman on the toilet, so I obviously have to undress to fix my ankle." It wasn't happening to anyone else. So I went to the security. He was not, I don't speak English. Then I tried to explain to him about the water and the toilet, and I said, "Am I being targeted here for some reason? Like, I don't even talk to anyone." "That's it, you're banned." And I'm like, I'm banned? He said, "You're banned from the university." I'm like, "Why am I banned?" So I went to the security. I spoke to security and I explained to them what happened. They said they're not allowed to do that. So nothing was recorded. So if you ban someone or you're saying an incident happened, you have to record it, right? Nothing was recorded. And they said he's not allowed to ban you. The security can't put their hands on you. You can't be attacked in the bathroom. I said, "I'm not doing anything." So then I spoke to, there's a girl on the second floor who works in the corner who has a nose ring. I was then told I had to explain it to her. She said, "I'm sorry, that shouldn't happen. Come back again." So I came back again. Now, there was 4 Muslim gentlemen screaming obscenities in English through the door to me, but I was in one of the rooms. I'm not going to actually repeat to you what they said, but it was not okay.
While you were studying.
Yeah, so I put my earplugs
in the library.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's not like in the open space. It's, you know how you have the rooms? Right. So, and they're banging on the wall. The security guard is not doing anything. I'm like, you know what? Ignore it. I don't have time to engage with these people. I have to get this done. This went on for 4 hours, right? To the point.
If they were students here,
there's no way for me to prove that, but they looked like they were. One had a hijab thing. It was 1 girl and 3 guys. So they had laptops. So I don't know them, so I can't 100%, but it looked like it. And then the weird thing was, as soon as I left, they left. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Where it got really bad, and this is why I've been told to come to you. About a week ago, look, I'm not even trying to look at anyone, because after all that, I'm like, just keep your head down, don't say nothing. And you have respect and all this everywhere. So I mean, it's the complete opposite to what I'm getting. I walked in the door. I went up the elevator. Now, as soon as the elevator door opens, there's a student standing there and he won't move. I'm like, "Can you get out? I have to get out." This went on for 45 seconds while the door is opening and closing. I said, "Can you please move?" No. So I have to almost push past, otherwise I'm going to get trapped in the door. He starts throwing punches at me, calling me all kinds of names. And so I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not in my own country. Second of all, my elbow's fractured. Okay, I'm not stupid enough to get in a fight with this guy, right? But he still continues. So I look over the balcony. I'm like, I need help right now. Now, because I shouted for help, I then got banned again for disturbing the students. So this guy is punching on me. So the girl with the nose ring came out, and I said, "Are you watching this? Like, this is..." She then turned it on me and said, "Well, you've caused a problem 4, 5, 6. I said, "Wait a second. I'm the one that's come to you for help 4 or 5 times, not the other way around." And she wasn't having it. Immediately, within 30 seconds, I've got like 5 security around me, and I'm like, "You're surrounding me?" And I said, "You stood and watched this guy punch me, right?" "No, it's your word against his." And I'm like, I've called your information desk and your security for help. Yes, you're causing too much of a disturbance. You're banned for life. And then as I get marched by two security to the elevator whilst they're pushing me in the back all the time. They're pushing me all the way out past this building, all the way to the street. Now, so when I get to the street, it's got nothing more to do with your university, right? Okay, they wouldn't leave me alone. The security is then trying to push me across the street. I'm like, are you crazy? Leave me alone. I pulled out my phone to like try and record them, and at that point they walked off laughing. And to be honest, after all that, I thought, okay, this is a university. The guy who's punching me, who everybody could see, walked off laughing. And the reason I didn't defend myself was I thought, if I defend myself, I know I'm going to be the one who gets it. So I just took a beating, right? And I got it anyway. Now the problem is I wasn't going to come back, right? But I've tried to go to hotels and the internet is terrible. You can't concentrate. People screaming. So I really needed that bibliotech, right? It's important. It was important for me. Now, at no point did I talk to anyone. I did nothing. I came up and I got subjected to all of that. It's outrageous because all over this universe, regardless of whether you have respect, no racism, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can't treat someone like that. I didn't do or say anything. So that's what I want to say to the president, because I really need to use that library. I mean, it's a library, for God's sake. So that's what happened. So that's what I told her.
Oh wow!
And the
told you to come to us so you can.
Right. Well, the thing is, I actually walked after it happened. I was almost physically shaking, right? Because I mean, I'm getting attacked from everywhere. There was a random guy on the Dusseldorf Deutschbahn station, and I talked to him. He said, "I know one of the lecturers in there." I'm like, "Really?" He said, "Did all of that really happen to you?" I said, "It's actually worse than I'm telling you." He wrote down the lecturer's name into. I lost a piece of paper because my stuff was all over the place. But like, this cannot be allowed. And I was actually worried about even stepping on your campus because your security, the last thing they said to me was, if you ever step on this campus again, we're going to beat you. Okay, you can't, like, I don't, like, what country am I in here? You're not allowed to say that. I don't, yeah, that's how bad it was. So I'm like, I was actually nervous to come on, which is supposed to be a free open campus. This happened about 3 weeks ago, and I've been nervous to even walk through. So let's say I'm at Kaufland. I'm that nervous about what the security is going to do. I can't walk through your campus. Okay, well, that's wrong. That's how bad it is.
So, Miss Hertha told you that you need to talk to the president. Is that right?
Yeah, but the problem is when the thing happened with the... No, that's not what she said.
Oh, she's calling right now.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah, but one of
She
our
said,
colleagues
I need, because I'm not a student, the reason I have to come to you is you have to arrange the appointment. I'm not allowed to knock on the president's door. You've got to arrange the appointment. That's what she said.
Okay. So we can find out some contact details of the president.
No, but she already gave me the email and then said she's on vacation. Like, if this is going to drag on for 2-3 weeks, then it doesn't do anything for me. But all those attacks went on over a period of like 5 months.
If that happened so often, why didn't you record earlier? Because it sounds absolutely nuts.
Some of it I did.
Nuts to me.
Some of it, you mean like on the phone record?
The security guy.
I actually, some of it I
First of
did,
all,
but the problem,
everything,
okay,
but
but it's not that
security
easy.
stuff sounds
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it's not that easy. Because if they see me reaching for my phone and trying to record, they slap it out of your hand, or they threaten you because they say, if you record that, and they, like, some of them were big guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're all tattooed up. So if some of it I did record, but if I tried to record those security guards, they knew what I was doing, and they slap the phone out of your hand, and then they punch you, so you can't.
I can think about that, but it sounds so unbelievable.
No, but the thing is, no. There was about. I tell you this much. I'm not having that, because there was at least 100 people in that library, because it was on a Sunday, who stood, watched, and did nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
the problem.
it's not that it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like that library was full. The whole bottom was full, the whole top was, and the whole library came to a
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
watched me. No one helped me at all. At least 100
Yeah.
people were in there.
I'm sorry you had to go through this. That sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah.
I
Like in
mean,
the past-
I'm telling you, I'm pleasant enough, right? I'm not
Mhm.
doing. I don't have time to engage with anything like this.
Do you?
I mean, I took
Yeah.
a beating.
We really want to help you now. Do you have some witnesses in that case?
I'll be honest with you. The witnesses are the people who then turned on me, and because the security guards know what happened, right? The two security guards that work in there, the staff that work in that bibliothèque, no, they stood and watched it.
All the things that happened. You did nothing. There's
No.
no reason.
There's no reason for me to because I don't know anyone in there.
Okay.
I've got a big enough legal case that's worth a lot of money, right? Because I work for a large IT company where I need my money. I don't have time to engage with anyone. I want to sit down. I want to use my computer. That's all. I don't even talk to anyone.
Also wir können jetzt, wir haben ja auch nicht die Kontaktdetails von der Präsidentin. Ne?
But the thing is, I tried to send an email to the president probably 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No reply. So, I mean, really, I would like to get this resolved because if that happened in my university or any building, that is disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
And to make it even worse, this is the last thing I'll say. The guy was spitting at me. Okay, so normally, if I was in my normal circumstance, I would defend myself. I was defenseless because all they kept saying was, "We'll get security, get security." So if I'm taking a beat down in front of everyone, then security surrounds me. It's clear to me I have got no defense.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
The thing is that we're not in charge to make appointments for the president.
Well, that's
I'm
not
kinda-
what she
I'm
told
kinda-
me.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused that she told you to
Could you
come
call
to
her?
us. No, she just called us, but one of our colleagues picked up.
The only reason I came here is because she told me to.
Yeah. We'll just talk to our boss and then figure some things out.
Because I would really be useful for me over
I'm really-
Easter to use that.
Yeah,
But
I'm really-
I can't go through this.
I'm really stunned actually, because like the first argument that they brought up that you're not allowed to to use the water, like the library or like the university.
Any
itself
country in
is-
the world, I'm like, there was 3 of them.
The thing is like the university is a public space,
Right.
as well as the library, so
Right.
everyone's allowed to use it, whether
Right.
you're a student or not. So that actually makes no sense.
Within about 10 seconds of me putting the water in there, I was surrounded by 3 security and they're absolutely giving it to me.
Yeah.
And then pushed me down the stair.
Like I experienced, like in the past, I thought myself that the security here is quite harsh, like to the students, but I've never experienced anything like this concerning. So
Ich habe noch Verstärkung geholt, ne? Ich weiß nicht, wer war.
Yeah, I'd rather not have to go through it all again.
No, but
we can
only yeah, he can explain me
Go ahead.
maybe, and then we will see what we can do.
Also das Ding ist, dass halt in der Bibliothek jetzt schon mehrfach von der Security angegangen wurde und die Studierenden, die da halt sitzen, anscheinend beleidigt, bespuckt von der Security rausgeworfen wurde für den Mädchen. Bei der Zeitung von mir ist das jetzt schon passiert. Und das Einzige, also die haben halt ihm erstens in mehreren Situationen mit Absicht nicht geholfen, haben ihn von dem Campus geschmissen, ihm mehrmals gesagt, dass er halt den Campus nicht mehr betreten darf. Und so ich es verstanden habe, hat er halt eigentlich bis auf da zu sitzen nicht mehr gemacht in der Bibliothek.
Das kann natürlich nicht
Er hatte,
beurteilen.
und er hat auch gesagt, dass er halt die Bibliothek benutzen muss im Internet und so weiter und so fort.
Weißt du nicht,
aber
aber
erhöht mich dann den Arbeitsaufwand.
What they actually said to me was, whilst I tried to record it, they said, if you record anyone in Germany, it's illegal. If you record us, you can't.
So what about that reasoning? There is some legal stuff here.
Right.
You can,
You have to
it's
be able
not
to
in
defend
America
yourself.
or Great Britain. You can just of course
You have to defend yourself.
Of course.
It's my only defense.
Yes, of course.
If I'm being attacked, I have to defend myself.
Just repeat myself. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's difficult to find a solution because I have heard that you didn't the right person already.
No, but
what you can only do, or if you got attacked, that's the thing.
No, the thing is, they said after all that nonsense that I was banned. That's the problem. And I got attacked by security. Now the thing is, I really need to use the bibliothèque. I've tried to explain to the young men, I don't talk to anyone, I don't do anything, but it got so bad with the security, they threatened to beat me if I walk back on the campus. So,
okay, but we don't know how we can find a solution
well,
here.
what
What you can do if you get attacked, then always that's only the thing we can do here. Either that call the police if you feel.
no, but it
attacked,
shouldn't escalate to that. It should be dealt with internally. My issue is, I've always been told it has to go to the president. Now, I've tried to contact your president about 5 times, no response. Because the two, sorry, what was her name? The lady I spoke to before?
Miss Hertha.
Hertha said the only person that could solve this is the president. Now, I've tried to contact the president several times. I don't get an email response. I've sent email. I tried to knock on her door. I can't. So what she said was, in order for me to make an appointment, I have to come to you. So I'm only doing what I'm being told.
Okay, but we can do an appointment here because here these are students. That's a students' info point only for.
So how do I make an appointment with the president then?
Over in mail, what you have done.
But I have
mail
now.
or call her. That's we don't.
Okay, but I don't have
the,
her phone. How would I
contact.
have her phone number? No, but the problem is this has gone on for so long. I sent about 5 or 6 emails, and I gave up. So even I asked them, "Can you call her? Can you tell me when she's going to be in the office?" No. So now
Yeah, I mean it's the president from the.
I just need somebody to
university.
fix it because I can't have any more noise. I don't work here. It's not my responsibility. I'm asking for help.
I know, but we can't give you this what you need. Only that you ask because we are here student info point.
So why would they tell me to come here then?
I don't know why they told you.
Could you please call her and ask her because she is the dean of something? I don't know, but I don't want to go round in circles. Yes, I'm tired.
We will in the right door.
Eben angerufen, aber Sebastian ist da. Ich weiß nicht, was die.
Sonst rufe ich sie mal kurz von meinem Büro aus an, ne? Ich frage sie. I give her a call. I'll be back in a minute.
But you have no evidence of all the stuff that happened.
I have some evidence.
And
Okay, I have some evidence. When it was students attacking me, but when the security attacked me, first lady said, if you even attempt to do that, we're going to beat you. Second lady said, I'll immediately call the police. So they're So if there's 5 security, I'm not stupid. If I try and do it, they're going to attack me. So what am I going to do? I can't do nothing.
It sounds almost unbelievable. You're just minding your own business in the library.
But people
and
are
all
standing
that,
and
all
watching.
that. But why? You're just working.
I know, but
they
I
are
know.
going
But
to
this is my point. With all this
provoke you
respect and no racism, nobody did nothing. Nobody helped me. No one did nothing. Everyone actually stood to stop what they were doing and watched.
That's a phenomena. That's a problem too. That's right.
But where is the
People
respect?
are not
Where's
really,
the reason?
really brave. People don't want inconveniences. You know, all the human weaknesses. Not a lot of of heroes there to stand for others, I guess.
No, but when you walk around this campus, it says there's no racism here, there's no sexism. Okay, well, it can't be any worse than this.
That's
I've never had the
paper, but you know, humans, right? But all the stuff you inform us about, I hope you have some
Ich habe schon
evidence that will prove some, because if not, it's like word against word and
Your staff stood and watched it.
yeah. You are not in contact with some people that are willing to help and are witnesses for you.
Bro, I'm gonna stop this for 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm not a student here. I don't know anyone. Your entire staff in that library stood and watched it and thought it was hilarious. Then all of your security attacked you, every single one. Then you're committing illegal offenses by banning me, not recording any of it. I know it wasn't recorded because one of the staff member with the nose ring, the female, I told her all of those incidents. She said, I was never informed this happened. Nothing is recorded, so you're breaking the law. Right. So if I'm physically attacked and your staff are not even recording it, that's illegal.
The only, like, another thing that we could try is to, like, go to the library ourselves and try to talk to the staff.
I would, because my main objective is I don't want to. Okay, you're being pleasant to me. I don't have an issue talking to either of you, right? You acted normally. I don't. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, someone we have to get this like issue
Yes, please.
solved, so we have
Yes,
to
please.
Du kannst von Wiebke die Nummer geben.
Yeah?
Okay. You haven't talked to Mrs. Herter, they told us, because the security told you you should come here because...
I don't talk to security, period.
No, but with Mrs. Herter...
Yeah, she told me to come here.
No, she said me...
I've literally just come...
to you because she isn't here in the office.
Right, but the only reason I came here was I've just come from her office.
From her office, but her office is here.
She's the best source to
Sorry, hold on, wait a minute. I'm confused. Wait. Those two names are the people that said yes, they work here. It was two women in the next building over on the first floor who worked in the dean's social office.
Yeah.
What happened was, if you look at the bottom of the page, the two names on the bottom, Christina Brody and Hannah, that's who I spoke to. Okay, this name and this name are the ones they told me is here. Okay, the two women that I talked to is that woman and that woman.
Okay, because the most important woman is Miss Hacker because she's
right. But if one of you could contact one of these people, because they're the ones that told me to come here, and they work in the dean's office.
Yeah, that's totally fine, but you have to talk to Miss Hacker because she's in charge for the...
Okay, so how do I fix this?
That's her number. She's the best source.
Because I'm on pay-as-you-go German credit, and it's like, so I'm actually trying to get my money back from my employer and go. So why can we not call her now?
You can call her.
No, I mean from this office. I don't have credit on my phone.
No, we can't. I tried.
You can't.
She hasn't. She has an appointment, I think.
Can you send her an email and make an appointment? I mean, I've got to.
Open speech time.
Okay, how do I solve this?
When did you
I just need you to be very specific.
Yeah, I will. So she has open speech times on Monday.
Can you please?
10 to 12. I can write it down too.
Can you email her? I'll tell you what, can you email her and give me a copy?
No.
No. No, but the thing is, this gentleman is asking me, do I have any proof of this? I'm asking you for proof, and now you're saying no.
Yeah.
So I need to have some proof that I've been here and I've told you all this. Because I've got no proof otherwise.
You can directly call right now. So
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm happy to talk to her. I've got no credit on my phone.
Yeah, but you can come in. We are here.
Okay, but you're right. Time out. Time out. Let's time out. Why can't I use the phone from here and to speak to her from here?
Can't do this
Why?
because that's how we.
That makes no sense to me. This is an anti-discrimination office, and I'm trying to talk to the boss, and you won't let me use a phone.
let's do this. You can talk to her with my phone. And
Fine.
okay.
Right. But do you understand how I have no evidence? I mean, I'm asking for an email.
Einfach mal ausprobieren, würde ich sagen.
Ja.
Finde ich schon sehr.
Ich rufe mal vielleicht die Bibliothek an.
She's working from home.
Warum
Yeah.
haben wir nicht? Warum haben die
But do you understand what I'm up against? Like,
It sounds great.
where do I talk to her? Yeah, but it's clear I'm being targeted. Let me just ask you one question. If I have any kind of place of work, me asking you to email that person and give me a copy, I'm not asking for the world, but it's a piece of evidence. Now, if you then tell me no, okay, well then it's like, what am I supposed to do?
I didn't tell she's my boss,
I
right?
understand.
And you know
That's why I'm talking
hierarchies.
quietly outside
Yeah.
here. But this is what I mean. An email, you have a time and a date and what happened. If you're not even willing to give me a copy and you're asking where's your evidence, what am I supposed to do against this?
So
Do you
sometimes
understand?
it seems like everyone is against you.
But do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I can relate to your situation.
Thank
That's
you.
why we are standing next to you. So, all right.
What's the
that's
person's
enough.
name?
It's Miss Hertha.
Hertha.
Yes.
Is it on speaker?
No, it's normal.
Yeah, hi. Is this Miss Hertha? Hi. I've been told to contact you because I need to arrange an appointment. I'm in your anti-discrimination office. I went to the dean's office. I explained to them the several attacks that I've had in HSD by security and staff and students. I was actually physically threatened that if I ever stepped foot back on this campus, the security guards were going to beat me. I got attacked in the bathroom. Should I explain to you what happened, like in 1 minute?
You could, yes, please.
Okay, so I'm not a student here. I'm an IT manager. I have a big legal case. My ankle is fractured, so I had to use the disabled bathroom in the bibliothèque. It's all to do with the library.
Yes.
I got attacked 3 times in the library whilst I'm trying to undress by people unlocking the electronic door and taking pictures of me whilst I have no clothes on in the library. I made the complaint to the security guard, who then banned me. I said, "What are you banning me for?" He didn't give a description. I was told, "Where is the water?" The water fountain is in fountain 2. Within about 10 seconds of me using the water fountain, I was surrounded by 3 security and pushed down a flight of stairs, told not to come back. I went to the security office and explained to them what happened. I'm like, I'm not talking or saying anything to anyone. They said the security staff and the staff are not allowed to do that. Obviously, in any building, never mind a university. They said, please come back and use the facilities. What I was told that I had to tell there was a young lady who works on the second floor with a nose ring. I explained everything to her, which I am explaining to you. She said, okay, well, that's disgusting. That should never happen. If it ever happens again, please tell me. So nothing like that. The attacks in the bathroom stopped. The attacks using the water stopped. But then I was getting racially attacked through when you go up on the bibliothèque and the rooms are on the top right-hand side. People shouting racial obscenities through the door. Now, I just ignored it, and it was in English. It was four Muslim people, one Muslim girl, three Muslim guys. I don't want to call the security, so I just left it. Where it got really bad, and this is the last point, is the last time I came to your HSD University, I went through the bibliothèque door and I went up the elevator. There was a student standing in the elevator door, and he wouldn't move. And I said, excuse me. He wouldn't move. I said, Entschuldigung, can you please move? He wouldn't move. So now the door is opening and closing on my fractured ankle, so I have to push past. The next thing is he's punching, kicking me, spitting on me. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know you. He must have been about 21, 22, calling me all kinds of names in German. So I looked over the balcony and I'm like, help. I need your help right now, to the information point where there's staff workers and there's security. So they didn't do anything. The next thing I know, the lady with the nose ring, who I already explained the incidents that happened before, came out and said, I'm not happy with your behavior. I said, excuse me? So the guy who's been punching and spitting on me is stood about 10 meters away and he's laughing. And I said, hold on a second, you've just stood and watched him beating on me. No, you've caused a problem 4 or 5 times and you're causing too much noise. I said, I'm causing too much noise? I said, I'm asking you for help. How can that be causing too much noise? And at this point on a Sunday, the library is quite full, right? Everyone has stopped what they're doing. They're all watching what's happening. The next thing I know, I've got like 5 security surrounded me. And I'm like, why am I being surrounded by security? He's the one who attacked me. No, it's your word against his. I said, you stood and watched him attack me. So this went on. The security are now pushing me, like they've grabbed me by the arms and pushed the elevator button, and they said, that's it, you're banned for life. And I'm like, you're banning me after I just took a beating? And they marched me out the building. They marched me all the way to the street and wouldn't leave me alone. And I said, okay, can you please leave me alone? They said no. At that point, I tried to pull out my phone to record it, and they said, if you pull out your phone and record it, that's against. I said, but you've just attacked me. They said, if you record it, we call the police again. And so no matter what I did, I couldn't do anything right. And to be honest with you, it's been so bad. They said, if you ever come back on the campus, we're gonna beat you. So I've walked past this campus probably, I don't know, 5 times coming from Kaufland. I don't feel safe walking through your campus. And when it happened, I went to the Deutschbahn in Derndorf, and I just spoke to some man randomly. He actually knew one of the lecturers who works here, and he said, oh my God, I can't even believe you've been subjected to that. He said, I know one of the lecturers who work in that university. I said, do you have his email? I said, yes. I said, I've been trying to contact and email the president for weeks now, and I don't get a response. And so he gave me the email. Unfortunately, I lost a piece of paper, and obviously he was from Solingen. I don't know this guy from anywhere. The only reason I actually came in today was I quickly looked in the security office. There didn't seem to be anyone there. I went in and I spoke to Christina Brody, who was in one of the and Hannah Sfeyer. It says die Kenneth SK, Christina Brody und SHK Hannah I think her name is Sawar, and they said, okay, well, this is so bad that you need to advise the president, because to be honest with you, I need to be able to use the library, but there was nothing I could do, nothing I could say. All I did was take an absolute beating in that library, and I'm the one who got banned. And what makes it worse, this is the last thing I say, because I know you're obviously quite busy. Those 2 times before the third and final attack, the security guards said, you're banned. Nothing was recorded because the girl in the bibliothèque said, I've got no record of this. It's not been recorded anywhere. None of these incidents have been recorded. Okay, well, that's illegal, right? And then the gentleman in the discrimination said, do you have any evidence of this? And I said, I've got a little bit of evidence, but the problem is when I tried to record the security beating on me, they said, if you record this, then they're going to basically kick the shit out of me. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? And so my only option was, after I spoke to those 2 ladies, they said, you need to make an appointment with the president. I'm like, well, I've been trying to email the president. And they said the number one way you can make an appointment with the president to stop this and you can use the library again is the anti-discrimination people. And she's written down your name. Sorry?
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah.
She's written down your name and Jennifer Kramer's name.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, yeah. I do counseling in cases of discrimination, but normally for people who study in the university or are working at the university. And Jennifer Kramer does so. You can file a complaint, and she.
Right. I mean, that really doesn't do what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the 2 staff who are on the anti-discrimination were nice enough to me. And they said, do you have any proof of this? So I said, can you write an email and give me a copy of everything and send it to the president? And the boss of the anti-discrimination, or one of the ladies here, said, no, don't write the email. I said, can I use your phone because I don't have any credit on the phone? No, you can't use our phone. So one of the actual students who works on the desk said, no, this is totally unacceptable. And I'm calling you from his phone. So, I mean, I don't really know what's expected of me. I'm in the anti-discrimination office asking to use the phone to call you, and they said no. And one of the students took me aside and said, this is horrific, use my phone. I'm actually calling you from his personal phone because I wasn't even allowed to use the phone.
Yes.
I mean, that in itself is unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that easy because, like I said, I'm normally responsible for like counseling the staff who got discriminated or counseling the students who got discriminated against. So it's a complicated situation.
But I'm being discriminated against even in the anti-discrimination. I mean, the thing is, all I'm looking for is for me to tell the president or somebody of that ilk or of that level to stop this and then just let me use the library, because it was pretty clear I was being targeted. I don't know whether it's because I speak English or the thing is, all these people who attacked me, I've got absolutely no idea who they are. I've never met them in my life. Yeah, but it was relentless, it was coordinated, and to be honest with you, the violence from the security was so horrific. I mean, I got pushed down a flight of stairs for trying to put some water in a cup.
But did someone saw that you got pushed down?
To be honest with you, ma'am, several people have watched all of it. They watched me getting punched in the library. It's not like nobody did nothing. And so the main reason I got banned from the bibliothèque was because, you know what the reason was? I'm too loud. Because I shouted for help too loud, that's why I'm banned. She said, if you'd looked over the counter and spoken normally and asked for help while the guy is punching and kicking you, then I wouldn't ban you. But you screamed for help, and that's why we're banning you, because you disturbed all the other students. I mean, really? That's insane. That's insane.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and the thing is, none of this is recorded. So, I mean, I'm trying to listen. I've delivered $8 billion of IT projects to some of the largest companies in the world. I've got a big legal battle with a German IT company here. I don't talk to anyone. I'm just trying to do, but to be subjected to that, the reason I was banned the first time
Yes.
was using water. The second time was I'm causing too much of a problem when I'm being attacked and you're making too many complaints. So that's why I got banned. The third time was I'm shouting too loud for help whilst I'm actually taking a beating. Now, at what point am I committing a crime?
Yeah, you didn't commit a crime.
Right.
But, yes. So.
It's horrific.
Yes.
And my concern is, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It's coming up for Easter. Now, I've tried to go to hotels and other places. Either the internet doesn't work or it's very difficult to. That library is extremely useful for me. Extremely useful because I was getting a lot of work done. And for the last 2.5, 3 weeks since the last time I was here, I can't get my work done. And it became so desperate. I'll be honest, when I walked through your campus, I was in fear that I'm going to get attacked by security because that's what they said they were going to do. No one has attacked me today, but it's just been a lie. Anything I've done, I haven't done anything. And what I really need from you is, if you are the boss of the anti-discrimination department, I need you to raise this for me to someone who can deal with it so I can use the library.
So yeah, I'm not a boss of anything, and I can't tell people to do what they have to do. So they have to decide. But I can ask the library what was going on, to understand the situation better. What you always can do is to walk on the campus because it's public space.
I'll be honest with you, ma'am, I can't because I tried once and immediately 3 security walked out of their office. So you say that, but I tried it about 1 week after because I came from Kaufland and I walked through and I was not allowed to walk through because 3 security staff came out and said, you know what you're going to get if you walk through here. We've already told you. So no, ma'am, I'm sorry. That's not the case. I walked all the way around the outside of this building and literally ran into building the one that Christina and Hannah is in. So it's not true. I don't feel safe, but I desperately need to use that university. So I was told by them to come here because I know you're working from home office, but I desperately need this to be fixed quickly. Me shouting for help is not a crime whilst I'm being attacked.
Yes. So I cannot fix anything like quickly. That's not my role and not my job because normally I am responsible for dealing with counseling for students and staff at the university.
You're Miss Herker.
I'm like a counselor.
But your name is Miss Herker.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the last thing I'll say is, and then I can let you speak. The 2 women that I spoke to who was in the dean's office have actually written your name down on a piece of paper and printed out the anti-discrimination counselor.
Yes,
and the only reason I came here is they told me to.
Yes, I got that. Yes, I know that. And it's because they didn't know what to do either, so they transferred you to me. But it's not. That doesn't mean I have all solutions on the hand. But I can write an email to the library or call them and ask what was going on and to find out the current situation. I can't fix it because I'm not the boss of anyone. So
how do I get an appointment with the president?
You could write an email to the president.
That's the thing, ma'am. I've tried now. I don't know if I've been given the wrong email but like I've knocked on the door probably about 10 times. There's no response. I've tried to email about 10 times. I don't get a bounce back email saying it's not correct, but I don't get a reply. Over a period of like 3 months.
sorry about that. But the problem is the university has the right to decide who can enter the rooms or who can't. So.
But is it not supposed to be a free? The thing is, I understand that, but the thing is, at the same time, a human being can't be treated like that. I'm not talking to anyone because I don't know anyone here.
Yeah, you're right. I wish you were that.
Is it possible? Can I ask you this? If you write that email, could you copy in one of the students on the desk and they can print it out so I have a copy? Only because one of the students said, "Do you have any proof of this?" And I said, "Well, I mean, I have a little bit of proof, but not much, because anytime I try to record it, or even the attack, they're saying, if you record me, it's illegal in Germany." I'm like, "But you're attacking me." Now, the problem is, any of those incidents that I complained about, nothing was recorded, and any of the things, the security, so nothing has been recorded.
Yes, and that's, I know.
But it's illegal.
It's a bad situation.
But that's illegal.
But yes, so I am a counselor, so
Yeah.
I can counsel, I can talk to the library, I can talk to you.
Well, what
I can do. But if it's illegal, you have to go to the police.
Yeah, I understand. No, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, what the university did not recording it is against data protection. If something like that happens, the security have to record it. But my point to you is, can you please, rather than, because I need some kind of paper trail of this, right? And if it's going to take weeks, then it's a waste of time. I'm in a really desperate situation and I need to use the library quickly because my court date is getting very close and I'm not ready. And the thing is it possible if I passed you back to the student reception, could you please write that email and copy them in on it so they could print the email out for me? So at least I have some record that I've spoken to you.
I can't understand you. What's wrong?
Sorry? Sorry? Hello? 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 I think you're on mute. Hello? I'm not sure what's happening because she agreed with everything I said. The phone is still on, but I can't hear her.
What?
Maybe she picked up a different call.
Yeah, maybe you are on hold or something.
Oh, no, okay, now I'm not. Now she's cut me off.
Okay.
Because what I asked her to do was I specifically mentioned what you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I said, rather than telephone calls going back, and then he printed out for me. And she said, "Okay, wait a minute." So that was the last thing I heard. So, no computer. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any sugar or anything? Like, I'm like,
Sugar?
I'm like exhausted.
I can bring you some water.
Well, best you go to get the water rather than me. Yes, sir.
try to get you the help that you need. I think my boss might be on the phone with Miss Hatter, the woman that you just
Okay.
were just on the phone with.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's do that. All right. You see what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a security guard, one of the guys who attacked me, walked right through there, is eyeballing me while I'm sat there and walked down there. So he,
one of the security guards.
yes sir, eyeballing.
Just walked up the stairs.
2 seconds ago. Eyeballing me, staring at me the whole way. Right now, right now. Came out of the elevator and walked down there, eyeballing me. This is what I mean.
Just now.
Right now.
There's no elevator here.
Okay, well, he came through that door. Is it stairs? Okay, stairs. And then went through the...
You want us to check?
Well, if you want some evidence, he's right there.
Sorry, it's fact that we
It's
can't-
okay, take your time.
No, we can't help, sorry.
You can't help.
No, we can't help. If you really are, if you have the problems with the security, it's the only way to call the police.
Yeah.
That's the way. We can't do
So
nothing.
I'm being, the reason I got banned from the library was I made too much noise when I was screaming for help. That's a crime to scream for help.
Yes.
So I can't use the library.
We are a new situation, but we can do nothing. Sorry.
But you're the anti-discrimination.
Yes, but
So you're telling me
I
there's no
talked
one.
to her. She explained to you that she can't. That's.
Yeah, but none of this makes any sense. Because one of the security guards who beat me has just walked across there eyeballing me whilst you're in this room, All I'm asking for is to use the library, and you're telling me there's no one in the library that can authorize that?
Yeah.
Not even the president?
No.
So you are banning me then?
No. But we can't find a solution for you.
That makes no sense. I've delivered IT.
We can't.
So you, in a politically correct way, you are banning me. I'm not a stupid person. I've delivered $8 billion in IT projects. What you are doing is evading the response. And I even told your boss, who I just spoke to, the fact that you didn't let me use the phone is ridiculous. So the fact you're saying your universe, please let me finish and I'm going to leave. Mm-hmm. The fact I've now been to 4 buildings, I'm getting eyeballed by your security here, and you're telling me that the president can't even solve this when it's a free building to use your library. Well, that's just a point blank lie, because every single incident that I was subjected to, right, none of it was recorded, and you're asking me for help. When I told her that I was using your phone and not the staff's phone, they said,
but we have to always, we have to hear both sides, and I called the bibliotech.
no, because that what you're saying makes no sense. What you're basically telling me is there's no one at this university who can make a decision that can allow me to use the library. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Okay, then who can? So who can?
You talk to Mrs. Hertha and...
No, I'm asking a very specific question. Who can?
It seems like only the police can do something.
So you're telling me to get the police to come into your university in order for me to sit at a desk and use a computer?
No.
It sounds ridiculous, but it seems...
No, you told us that the security...
Your president is the chief of staff of this university. He can deal with it. I've now tried for 3 months. Sorry, it's a woman, right?
It's a woman, yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. So I've now tried for 3 months to get in contact with that woman to solve the situation. If you are telling me that the president of this university cannot solve this situation, well then I don't believe you. And to be quite frank, I think you're lying. And you're supposed to be anti-discrimination. I told you, they're all fucking murderers. They are covering up genocide, a Holocaust, and they know exactly what they're doing. They brought me here under political assault, and they are castrating me. They are castrating me and crucifying me. Every single student, every single staff member, every single security in every building, so I cannot contact the President of the United States to get me help before I'm executed. It's the same thing in Dortmund University, Dusseldorf University, any university in Germany is the same thing. And what I will tell you is, that's the fucking, you see what I mean? He immediately turns around. Every single person that works for that securities firm all over Germany is trying to kill me. So you're telling me that doesn't look shady as fuck? Every single person on this university is a killer. Everyone. You know the reason they don't want me to use the library? It's internet. I get peace, and they're all killers. Do you know why? Germany faked a public refugee crisis, right? They fucking killed and brutally murdered everyone. They put me in, they gave me political assault, called me Snowden. My UK and Canadian consulate is in this city. I've been tortured in over 50 psych wards, over 50 prisons, beaten to near death, right? Trying to destroy my mind. And Germany has been paid trillions, right, to even this building, trillions to fake human rights, fake equality, fake racial equality, kill millions of people, right, then get paid. So you've got every German state of education, even the education minister won't do anything when all of his universities are being rebuilt off the back of a second Holocaust. Now, I could die soon quite easily, because this morning the very first thing I saw in Dusseldorf was the police. I am in a fucking prison because they block internet, they steal all the evidence, and everyone's colluded. Students, look, they all know who I am. I'm banned from every hotel, I'm banned from every library, I'm banned from every university. Why? Internet. And they wait until you're dead and throw you in the river.